Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for the Sunday Funday? Today is brought to you, suggestion by Scott W4631. Thank you, Scott, for this advice.
Thank you, Scott.
Or the suggestion, I should say. So I took it a step further. He wanted to see Larceny A123 go up against Larceny A124. We also had A122, so I said, let's put them all together and we'll do it as a Sunday Funday.
What the hell?
Why not? Might as well get them in there. So A124 comes in at 124.2 proof. That we got it for $64.99. This one is A123. It comes in at 125.8 proof. We got it for $60 even. And A122 comes in at 124.4 proof. We got it for $59.99. So...
those were the days.
Normal Sunday Funday rules. Mike pours them. I'm out of the room. I shuffle them up. He's out of the room. We should be drinking the same thing at the same time. Thank you again, Scott, for the suggestion.
Thank you.
I can't imagine we're going to dislike any of them. I do not believe I'm going to be able to pick which one I think is which.
That's
because
definitely going to be a stab in the dark because all the proofs are pretty damn close.
They're all, I don't think I'll know the difference. We should be able to tell which one we like best. But we'll start with glass number one.
Those wises.
Is what? I thought it was pretty good, actually.
Over there.
Oh, look at
While you were jibber-jabbering
I
was doing a random sample of nose wise.
You were circumventing the rules of the blind? Is that what you're trying to tell me? They're similar.
Definitely know it's carrying something. That wakes you up.
I was just going to say, I've yet to have even a sip today, so it may punch me in the throat. Oh, that's good, though.
It is good.
It's funny because, I know people have a love-hate relationship to Larceny, and in my head, I always think I like Elijah better. But this is one of the ones when you go back to it, I always say, well, I don't know why I don't drink these more. They're actually very good. That hit me. I knew it was going to hit me in the throat.
They are very good.
Very first one caught me right in the back of the throat.
It's got to be a total.
Oh, it's gonna be a crapshoot.
It's definitely gonna be. Roll die and just hope for the best on this one.
This one's very good. This has it's not per se. There's a nice sweetness to glass number one. It has a nice caramel.
It definitely hangs on,
and it definitely holds on. But it's tough to tell because that was the first drink of the day. So we're gonna move on to glass number two and see, but. It's always tough when you start on the first one and then you work your way to try to transition. That is super solid. Whatever that is,
definitely
it's very good.
I don't know if they're gonna really.
Ooh, this is a different note
change.
See, this one had more of a caramel nose to me, and maybe it's just because it was my first one. This one's bringing a little more of the. Almost like a wheat funk.
There's a good word. Wheat funk.
Are you trying to get yelled at again?
Seems like I'm good at it. Yeah, the proofs are not even like a point apart, so.
No, they're all within the same proof.
I just like to make toys.
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you. Everyone's thanking you for that. Two is... It has a different taste. Than one was more sweet, a little more caramelly to me. Two has a little more. It's actually like a brighter taste. It's a little more poppy. I like
that, but I don't think it sticks around quite as long either.
I'm gonna have
to. It's still.
I'm
there.
Gonna have to go back. No, it's there. I hear what you're saying. I don't know if I'm gonna have to wait until we go back the other way. But this one definitely pops in my mouth more than the other one did. The other one just kind of was like it just coated. I was like, wow, that's really nice, even though it attacked the back of my throat. But this one is like when you put it on your tongue, it almost pops in the middle. They're both very good. This is gonna be tough. And again, for a barrel proof, and what's the most we paid? I think this was the most we paid, $64.99. You really can't beat either one of these with a stick. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong.
Closer than even Elijah did, but they didn't jump
again.
as crazy.
This nose is definitely different too. Like this nose almost gave me. It wasn't there, but it almost gave me like that young, grassy note. But not in a bad way. But I almost got a hint of it compared to the more carameled out nose on the first one. And this is kind of this one's like the least nose out of all.
I was struggling. This one seems to be a little sweeter. At least unless I'm getting acclimated as I come across. But
that's going to be the hard part. Ooh, that's nice though. I can't wait to come back the other way because this one's drinking. I don't remember one. This is going to be tough. These are all good. That's the one good thing about that. There's very few between Larceny and the Elijah where we go back in time and go back to some of the old ones where I'd be like, oh, I would never buy that one. They're all solid for the price. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're not in the 150s and stuff like that. They're all sub $80 usually.
And they're up there in the proof. So again, if you're not even happy with that, drop your little water droplets.
Drop some water in it.
Put an ice cube in there. Mm-hmm. It'll definitely melt an ice cube. Mm-hmm. So I think right now I kind of have 1 and 3 semi-tied with 2 lagging a little bit behind.
You know, I got that, but there is like an oakier presence in 3 to me, unless it's just a mine. I got a 3-way. I kind of got a 3-way tie for first. I agree with you though. I think 2 was my least favorite out of the 3. I can't wait to see when we come back.
And not by a lot.
No, absolutely not. This is definitely pulling hair. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in 1 minute. We are back. We're gonna start on right, work our way left.
Way better nose. It's always nice.
This was really carameled out on the way here, on the way that way. Anyways,
now it's like super.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The longer it sits, it's always better like that. Anyways, but
yeah, especially after you drink, and now it's lingering at the top.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of lingering, I mean, this thing has legs for days. Like, look at it, all the way down. That is very good. That
both of them.
I liked it. I liked it going this way, but I think this might be we're gonna have to see coming back. But I thought drinking it from left to right, this had the most caramel, the darkest, the richest flavor out of all of them. To me, whatever one this one was,
it's definitely there now.
But like I said, like 2 was light and bright, and 1 was solid. But I thought 3 had the best. We're gonna see coming this way.
It was a wicked light and bright though. It's not not a huge difference, but it did seem lighter than.
It drank totally different than 1 did. So I'm gonna see coming back this way. But 3, when I drank it, I'm like coming off of the light and bright one. This had a dark and rich. Like this was what I think in my head when I say, oh, this might be like an Elijah, where they usually drink darker to me with a little bit more of a bite.
Oh, I think the last time I went Larceny, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Again, I like these.
I kept thinking I was an Elijah guy a little bit more, and this one ended up jumping out. So,
but this whatever 3 is right now, I'm digging that
this
one.
This nose really jumped in this time too.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why it's almost you have to go back to me. I don't think a blind would be right. Yeah, because they really do change. Oh no! See, even drinking, I haven't drank it yet, but even smelling this one, it's a very good nose, but it's not. This is a darker nose. 3 is a darker, richer, thicker nose to me. Where this is a nice caramel though. This is actually there's not a loser on this table. If you can't get like this year's and you're bumming or whatever, but you can find last year's or the year before. These are 3 banging bottles.
These typically
they sit when they right
because. And again, the stores kind of even do this. They either have the Larceny or they don't, and then they will tend to sit.
I'm giggling because you said this before, and I know exactly what you're saying. But somebody commented one time, like, "Really, a store has it or it doesn't? No shit." But I know what you're saying. Like, sometimes like stores will have like 10 of them, or there'll be none. You know what I mean? Like certain stores, but those are usually the ones that jack up the price.
You know what's odd right now is I've been to 2 different stores, good sized stores, and 2 of them have like 4 of the last Bookers, and even a couple little mom and pop little stores that got a Bookers is up there.
Bookers is getting a bad name too. I gotta be honest. Coming this way and going that way, I like 3 better than 2 myself. 2 is solid. but it's thinner. It doesn't have the viscosity. I think 3 had a better viscosity.
It does. It has that sticky notion.
Yeah, it's oily.
Not that this one doesn't. You know, you're drinking it. It's just it doesn't have like the extra caramel-esque or even like the syrupy.
The lasting flavor is proof, not flavor. Where the third one's, when you get that extra, it's not only the proof, you really get the extra concentration of flavor.
It's almost like a syrup or a honey stick in there. Mm-hmm. So I'll agree with that.
Okay. So I definitely have 2 back behind 3 right now. This really carameled out too, though. But this was, I said it was sweet and caramel on the way there.
Yeah, it's pretty damn heavy now.
And don't get me wrong, 2 is still delicious. Mm-hmm. But coming off of 3 and coming off of 1, I found it lacking compared. So that's going to be my last place one. This one's very good, but I think I got a better finish off of 3. I'm going to do my second sip on 1 again. I don't know if you want to, we can knick-knack right on the camera if we just do it.
I agree with
In my non-professional opinion, it's between 1 and 3. I think 2 is back.
Say the same thing.
So, all right, so coming off of 1, you get the unedited version this time. We're just going to do it. So we won't have to pause because it's definitely between the 2.
The noses are pretty.
They're pretty similar. They really are. But I think 3 is just slightly a little more dark to me. But all right, we're gonna.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
hold
stay
it on. I haven't taken a sip yet.
Me neither.
You going 1?
Mm-hmm. Because I had 1 in my mouth, I wanted to just to refresh. That again. These are very good. These are very good. I'll go on to 3. I'm just waiting to see the finish on it. I mean, see, that's why I say like 2 finished kind of with proof. It gave you that spark, and then it was all weird. This still coats you. It still has a nice caramelly finish. It's very good. I'm going to go 3. That one has a better viscosity, a stronger flavor, a deeper flavor to me.
Not by much.
No. I again, we're pulling hairs. I said that in the beginning. It's not, but I'm going to go back, maybe because this is the second one. No. I think it has a longer finish too, because the flavor is a little bit more intense, just a little bit more than what 1 was to me. They're close though. Like if you could get 1, you could get the other. It wouldn't matter. But I think I'm going to take another sip of 3 one more time. Hence why we do this off of camera. It's because sometimes we debate too much. Yeah. I like the viscosity on 3. I think a little bit more. I think it coats a little bit better. 3 banging bottles though. They really are. If you let me go back to 1 now.
I could probably put 3 a little ahead.
No, you can do what you want. I can edit it either way, but yeah, 1 is a little bit lighter and brighter. 3 has a little bit more dark and a better viscosity and a better finish. I'm going 3, 1, 2. You can do what you want. I just think 3 has just a little bit better hang time. It coats a little bit better, and it's in a slightly more intense flavor. They're similar in flavor, but it brings a little bit more of that dark caramel out. Like, you know what I mean? To me. And again, they are so close. Whatever 1 and 3 is,
I'm going to put a slight edge to 1
because it drinks a little hotter to me, and that's
I don't know if it drinks.
I can't even guess the bottles. I'm not even going to try that.
I'm just just for a guess. I'm going to go
just to make me edit more. But we'll.
I'm going to go 23, 22, 24.
Oh, you're actually throwing a guess out there? 23, 22, 24. So you think the last one is 24? I don't even have a guess because I couldn't even venture because it don't matter either way.
And that is totally
but we're gonna find out right now. So both of us agreed. Our last place glass was what was in glass number 2, and that was what you poured in glass number 3.
22.
122. Do you remember what you said? Are you on track with your guesses?
Nope. Oh yeah, 22. It was the
Okay,
second bottle.
I was just curious. All right, so we'll go with yours. Mike's first place bottle and my second place bottle, what was in glass number 1, and it's what you poured in glass number 2.
24.
24. So my first place, I shouldn't say a winner because there's no winner on this one. My first place is in what was in glass number 3, and it's what you poured in glass number 1.
Which is 23.
And that would be his second place one. So
They were pretty damn close. And I almost kind of did that just because it was a...
to make it harder on me. Yeah,
Not so much
I appreciate
not
that.
not so much to make it harder. It
So
was
3.
They're pretty damn close.
All right, so I actually liked A123 best. I'm trying to see my own reference. So 24. So I slightly give the nod to A20. These two though, glass 1 and glass 3 are so close.
They weren't that far off.
In 3, and then you picked glass 1 first, glass 2. I just want to have it so when I try to edit later, I can actually put them the right way. If you can get last year's or this year's, they are super close. Again, you preferred, and I think 1 to me is just a little punchier. It drinks a little bit. A little bit more aggressive. I think that I like the darker, richer, more and it's funny because it reminds me more of the Elijah. I like last year's a little bit better. But again, when you crack these, I knew it was going to be comparable, but it's how close in range. You know what I mean?
They're really not far. But 2 did step back a little bit.
It definitely did. It definitely did. And that was two. But again, if you drank this alone, this would be phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's just when you compare them like this, it changes. So. Thank you again, Scott W., for this. We will have in line the Duty Elijah's too, because I think he asked for both of them. But either way, if you guys have a suggestion for a future Sunday Funday, definitely, or Blind Friday, leave a comment down below what you'd like to see. Because again, sometimes you guys pick stuff that I would never do, and I really like doing yours over what we decide. We have a bunch of them lined up, so
We typically do try to get
I try to get them out unless there's something I really wanted to like. Sometimes there's some I just have to see on my own. But there you go. There's Sunday Funday. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers. I'm gonna cheers with my one.
Cheers with my wing.
3 banging bottles. These are actually 3 really good bottles.